I did see that they did email me about a vegetarian lover's pizza, and immediately was like, y'all barking up the wrong tree. I don't even like vegetables. I can't spell half of them. Why would I eat them?
3, 2, 1. Big Dub Sports Hub.
Roll up your sleeves and dive on in. Yeah! Let's talk about
This kitty.
the boxing match of the century.
Fuck, that was this week too.
It is one for the decades. Mike Tyson versus Roy Jones Jr. with an undercard of nothing, cause Jake Paul going to prison. Have anybody told you about the effects of COVID-19 on out-of-work punters?
Pat Mac.
Pat McAfee, yeah. Garbage, dude.
Welcome to another Big Dub Sports Hub. I'm your host, Chris Crisco, and this is Big Dub. So back to boxing news. We've got Jake Paul's fight is
I might sub.
not gonna happen.
I might sub in for him. I mean, if they can't find a replacement, I'll fight Nate.
Sure, there's another YouTuber who will step in and
Catastrophe.
a lot of cancellations.
Jake Paul got canceled.
Yeah.
The St. Louis Cardinals got canceled. Edmonton getting Lafreniere got canceled. Pittsburgh getting Lafreniere got canceled. Wild getting
Good team.
get all the way down.
So, Jake Paul's boxing match might not be happening because he got, his house raided by the FBI.
His house getting raided went as bad as that kiss his dad did on that underage girl.
Oh.
Maybe, I don't know if she's underage, but she was definitely young. And, I mean, they found guns, they found drugs, they found everything but Jake Paul.
Yeah, pretty much.
And I just don't see how you have an undercard bout when you're behind bars for multi-felonies.
Gun charges.
Child Pizzagate.
Child Pizzagate activity. Baseball.
Alright, so, I don't know if you heard much about, was that team, there's a team.
Cardinals.
No, there's a different team. I want to say...
Reds. Indians.
Just keep going. That one, we'll go with that. Yeah, the pitchers partying in Chicago. Cleveland Indians.
Cleveland Indians had some pitchers going out partying.
The owner's like, this is the most controversial thing to ever happen to this organization. I can't believe you would stole our great image and logo and team history with your antics in Chicago. What I heard and understood was, like, he met up with the boys, threw some beers back, and they told him to find his own way back to Cleveland. And, he's a multi-millionaire. It probably wasn't that big a deal.
No.
They're going to call him back. Like, hey, bud, you missed out here in COVID land. All of our pitchers have got the illness but you.
Who won it?
I have no idea. It's like WNBA. The names just kind of slipped my mind.
It was Mike Clevinger. Clevinger decided to go out and party. Got in trouble.
The Clevinger, man, he's known for high velocity fastballs and throwing back 8 balls, I guess. But anyways, he got in Chicago, which, catching corona in Chicago is when you're least worried. The other stuff to catch, like lead, whatnot.
Like broken glass. And there's big college football news.
What was college football? I'm from the future. And
I don't remember what it is.
Was it that thing that used to have a video game that was way better than pretty much any sports title?
Yes. Hey, don't mess with Brayden over there. He's had a rough week. Stop it. No. Well, the Mid-American Conference decided on Saturday to postpone all fall sports, and Sunday night to the Big Ten. They've denied they've had this meeting, but anonymous sources are reporting it was 12 votes of the 14 presidents in favor of postponing the season.
You don't have to lie. It was me. I did wander into that room. I thought it was the bathroom. I stayed for the banh mi dog.
Sat down and what the fuck is this? For now, I don't know if there's...
I mean, the way Nebraska was talking, it didn't seem like it went their way. I mean, they were threatening to pull out and go play for like...
Yeah, they're like, we're going to go play with Texas and Oklahoma, and it's like,
we're going to go play in the Corona Bowl. Dude. You think that's going to be a sponsor for the bowl game? How epic would that be? I mean, if they could sponsor like a NASCAR race, a college bowl game, or something cool like that, I would love it, Corona. That's what we need to meme our way out of this. Bye.
It looks like the Pac-12 will be canceling on Tuesday. Big Ten will announce it Tuesday. And then I assume everyone else will eventually follow suit.
I mean, they're either going to have to follow suit or join one of those Mad Max leagues like SEC or Big 12 and go play Apocalypse Bowls, but with fans that are out there looking like those, what were they calling them guys from Mad Max? Like the Half-Bloods or something like that? The Blood Boys? Something boys, I don't know. You know, the guys that had the scars and the really pale and... You know, the sores on their faces and stuff from the nuclear waste and the COVID and whatnot. But that's pretty much what the future of college football holds.
Yeah, it's not looking very good on that side.
I mean, I know that most of the classrooms, there's probably not anybody going to show up. I mean, the football kids didn't show up to class when it was mandated. Why would they show up?
Why would they show up now? Yeah, that's what they kept saying, stuff like, oh, well, because some schools are just going online for this semester, which is probably, like, obviously a safer option because then there's no in-person anything.
I had a friend that was in a class with a Texas A&M quarterback that was really highly sought-after NFL prospect that didn't turn out very good, and she said that...
The one named Johnny?
Yeah, well, I'm going to sell him out, but if you know a Johnny that played football for A&M...
I worked with a guy who went to Texas A&M at one point, and he was a dickhead.
She said that she had a class with him, and the professor, like, after about the second week, like, he showed up for 1 week, nobody knew who he was. He's like, I play football, I promise you. And then, like, a couple weeks in, they're like, the professor's like, is Johnny football in here? Would he please stand up? And they tried that for, like, 4 weeks straight. And she said that guy never once came to class.
Dude, you'd see football players, like, the first week of the final, and that was it. No other classes.
Said he wasn't at the final.
And I was like, what the fuck, dude?
Said he wasn't at the final. How do you keep your grades up if you don't show up?
And I went to a school that's absolute dog shit. So, well, I mean...
They play big games.
They play big games, but they're dog shit.
I mean, they're probably one of those...
What's stupid is that, I mean, they sit there and say... Because they're going to be... There's some people saying that there's more risk of them.
You think New Mexico State's going to be a schedule filler for a bunch of teams this year?
They probably could. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised at all the SEC's calling them up. Hey, you guys haven't canceled yet, have you?
We pay you a lot of money.
We pay you a lot of money. We're a non-conference. Their schedule's just SEC and Big 12.
I've been seeing some fans around the Texas area saying, like, you know, SEC has games and Big 12 doesn't. I'm only going to root for SEC schools like Texas A&M.
So they're just going to be like, fuck the Longhorns just because they think Corona's fake?
Yeah. I feel like, though, that the Big 12 is more leaning towards their fans' beliefs on viruses and the
I don't think so.
Legitimacy.
What's his name? Ben Bowlesby said the other day.
Shapiro?
No, Ben Bowlesby, not Shapiro.
Oh, no, I didn't see.
He said with all the studies showing effects it has on the heart that
They're
it's
gonna
not
mind
looking
it.
like
Yeah.
they can do it
Yeah.
because they can't put the liability.
I
They
mean,
can't deal with the liability
think
because I mean,
A lot
yeah.
of
What
those,
happens
a
if they
lot of
do?
those
What
studies
happens
about
if
the
they do
heart and lungs
football?
have come from the Navy, actually. And
What happens if they do football and then
yeah,
like 4 or 5 years down the road, all these guys are dying of like heart failure?
the
and shit?
heart stuff has popped up real fast for the people in the Navy. So, like, imagine having like a 22-year-old, 23-year-old star
That's 'cause they're
football player.
radioactive.
Star football. You eat the spinach and you keep that radiation down to a minimum. But imagine, like, you're 22, 23, the doctors tell you, you're fine, you don't have COVID no more, and you're running down the field, just your heart, your ticker just stops. You're like, dead.
Yeah, because it's like some statistics are showing for every death there's 10 people who survive who have permanent lung damage. For every death there's 19 people who survive who have permanent heart damage. Which, that doesn't sound fun. So, I mean, I'd rather not play a sport if that was... And the other thing, too, is they're not getting paid.
Yeah.
At all. So...
Uh-huh.
I mean, they can't really, like, do a bubble league thing where they ship them off. I mean, they could because they could just do remote classes, but, I mean, the players don't go to class anyway, so what's the fucking point?
We bring a couple of them on as interns then, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Bring a couple of them on as interns.
Then they're not then they'll be pro athletes.
No, it's an unpaid intern.
Just gotta have them sign a few balls.
Yeah.
Well, that's what...
We'll
that's
make
one of the
money
things
from
was that they were
selling
saying,
merch,
like, oh, it's... because if they do a bubble league, then they're like, oh, they're employees. Yeah, like right there. What are you doing?
Alright, let's get out of here.